So here's the mystic frequency that's coming through today, and I want to share a little bit about stillness, but from a spiritual technology perspective to do with 0 point and how important 0 point is for accessing beyond the veil, for enabling you to go into the deeper chambers of your heart to connect to oneness, and how reaching this point of inner stillness within yourself is what enables you to come into states of harmony and inner peace. So there's a lot to unpack there, and I'll probably just focus on kind of a couple of aspects of 0 point consciousness and stillness. So when you're at that point of stillness, it's like everything can flow, because the busyness of, say, your mental plane is not blocking what could be coming through via, say, higher intelligences, or blocking what could be coming through via your emotional state of being. Because often what can happen is that our thoughts and our emotions can get really entangled and then keep us in like loops. And these are karmic loops that we kind of travel with through many, many incarnations. And the way to kind of flatten that loop so that you can quantum leap and jump timelines is through the technology of 0 point consciousness. Now, there are a few grid points on this planet that really spring to mind for me that support that. Now, one of those is Notre Dame in Paris, and another one of these is Angkor Wat in Cambodia. And they work in different ways, but what I find with Angkor Wat that is so profound is that it holds the technology, it holds the grid technology to enable you to come into that 0 point technology. So it's almost like going to Angkor Wat either in person or energetically. When you hit that right point, will enable the totality of your energetic field to calibrate itself into that state of balance. It's really profound. I went to Angkor Wat in 2019, and there is a specific point in the temple. I mean, and it's a tiny point, like it's only square meters across, a couple of square meters across. It's tiny. And when you stand on that, the visceral cellular feeling of your whole body coming into balance, but also your emotions, your mental plane, your spiritual body, your electromagnetic field, all coming in balance is profound. But it also sits in this kind of area where you also have these purification pools. And this is one of the things when I was there that channeled through for me, was how in ancient times initiates would go there and they would work with these sacred pools first to clear and purify, and then come on to that absolute point so that they could really come into that inner state of balance. So when you hit that inner state of balance, and it may only be literally for a couple of minutes, but through hitting that inner state of balance, alongside with how crystallized and activated your light body is, this will then, and also your Merkaba, this will then enable you to travel interdimensionally. And so the technology of 0 point consciousness is absolutely key to going beyond the veil, activating your Merkaba, being able to have interdimensional experiences, being able to connect with higher beings of light, being able to connect more with your higher self, being able to connect with the angelic realms, the elemental beings, nature spirits. It all comes from coming into that 0 point consciousness and being able to hold it enough to get an activation, enough to get that shift occurring within your energy field, or your Merkaba activating to a certain degree.